What is next for Coventry City at the CBS then? Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another update on this saga, which is the Coventry City Stadium situation. It is just not looking bright at the moment. Get your thoughts down below, hit that like button and subscribe. And the latest is, Harry, Coventry City are considering legal action against them. The game against Wigan on Tuesday has been postponed, and it's likely that the Huddersfield game will be, or if not, it'll be reversed to Huddersfield. Give us your thoughts on this.
I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. I mean, if the contract, and I know contracts are very, very complicated. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not obviously trying to give legal aid to anyone. They're all in the know much better than I am. But if the contract basically boils down to Wasps have to provide us a playing surface, they fail to do so, they've breached the contract. And I don't see why it's more difficult than that. You know, I've seen Dave Boddy, the CEO, was talking to, I believe it was CWR, the local radio station, about the pitch problem, and basically saying that the pitch that they're looking at, they really wanted to get relayed because of the condition of it that damaged the roots. And the pitch they're looking at is about $500,000 to have a sort of similar pitch to what they talk about, sort of Liverpool sort of standards. It's a lot of money. But it shouldn't be for two very professional clubs, right? Allegedly. So I don't see why it's not been resolved. I know Wasps don't have a lot of money, but neither do we.
No.
I don't see why we can't just get the pitch relayed and get it done with. Because there are pitches, I think Matt Robbins was saying to the local paper, that there are pitches that you can lay and then play on within a week. And I don't see why that can't happen. Really, the money is going to be paid by some point by someone anyway. The club apparently have offered to help, according to Dave Boddy, with the financial costs of that. I don't see why it's a problem now. Why can't we just get on with it?
Absolutely. No, I fully agree. The thing that's annoying me and most fans is, obviously, Wasps and Coventry City are coming out saying contradicting things to each other's statements. So Coventry City is saying about the pitch being relayed, and Wasps saying that was never agreed. Who are you saying you believe in this instance? Are Wasps at fault here?
Wasps are entirely at fault,
okay,
as far as I'm concerned, because they were aware that the concert was going to happen over the summer. They're aware the Rugby Sevens was going to happen. 65 games in 3 days of any sport is going to destroy your pitch. You could have been playing netball on there and the pitch would have been wrecked after 65 games in 3 days. It's just unsustainable for a pitch in one of the hot summers we've had for a long, long time. With, according to Dave Boddy, very little or no reparations done to the pitch over the whole summer. I mean, allegedly had a promise that the pitch was going to get relayed this summer. That clearly hasn't happened. And then you've got Stephen Vaughan, I think, the Wasps CEO, coming out and saying, we never said that anyway, and we told them that we weren't going to relay the pitch and they had no objections. It's difficult who you believe. You don't. The problem with this that you've got is they've signed 1,000,001 non-disclosure agreements between themselves. So we never really are going to know the full extent of what's happened. But from outside looking in, it seems to the club as if they've been led one way and then sent down the other, and it looks to Wasps, from Wasps' perspective, as the club are trying to just get a decent playing surface without trying to pay for it, and just basically trying to take Wasps for a ride. Whether that's true, we don't know, we never will know probably, but really all we've got is two historically groups of people that are at odds with each other saying contradictory things again, and it just doesn't look good, boys.
No, it's an absolute mess, and like we said, obviously at the start of this season, where there was optimism coming into it, it's really draining some of the Coventry City fans, and we just want to get back to the stadium. And the problem is just the uncertainty. At least if we had a date in mind, even if it was in a month's time, we could be like, right, that's reassurance, we can plan around that. But the problem is there's nothing in the works to know when things are going to start getting better.
Publicly, anyway.
Publicly, anyway. That's a very good point. A lot of fans, I'm saying a lot of us, don't even know half of the content or extent of things.
I don't think we know a quarter of it, to be honest. There's that much that will be going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, Boddy said, didn't he, that they had a meeting on Monday and they've been emailing each other every day.
Yeah. Looking at this, it says Coventry City have turned to the West Midlands Mayor Andy Street, the man who helped broker the deal for the Sky Blues to return to their home stadium, to help solve this pitch crisis with landlord Wasps. That is how big and serious this issue is getting. Do you think that could even make a difference? I mean, how does this get resolved? It has to be relayed, or it has to have a lot of work done to it?
I don't know. I don't see why that pitch can't improve enough to play on. I think it will get to a point where the pitch will improve enough for it not to be unsafe. And then at that point, why can we postpone the games? Like, surely it can get to a point where that pitch is good enough to play on, and then we're forced to play the games anyway.
Another article that's come out today says report claims City could sue landlords for failing to provide a safe playing surface and to compensate them for the lost revenue. I mean, that's another thing. Obviously, all these games are going to get rescheduled, and it's not just lost revenue, but this is actually going to have a massively detrimental effect on Coventry City's season. We're already playing one of the most congested seasons with the World Cup being squeezed in the middle of it. Coventry are literally going to have Tuesday, Saturday, all the way until May at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a horrific impact on the season as a whole. The first few months are going to suck. We'll be playing more games than a lot of teams would, but it's more the fact of the inconvenience of it for the fans that's annoying most of us. Because a lot of people bought a season ticket on the premise that it's a fairly even split between Saturday and Tuesday games.
Exactly.
Even if you just go to half games of the season, a season ticket's the cheaper option. And now it looks like we're going to have more Tuesday games than Saturday games because of these postponements, and it's just not on. No,
absolutely not. Final point I was going to ask is whether this takes a month, 2 months, 3 months. Can you see there being a way in Coventry playing their home games anywhere else, or do we have to wait until the CBS is ready?
If we have no choice, we have no choice.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Because obviously we played that cup game out at Burton, but do you think that'll just be a one-off?
Burton, yes.
Yeah. No, I mean...
I don't see, if the pitch is unplayable for 2 months, how we can't avoid spending time somewhere else again.
But
we've got to fulfill our fixtures.
The issue then becomes, would we get back to St Andrews? Would the Hawthorns or Villa Park accommodate for us? We don't want to go back to Northampton. It has to be a ground with, I don't know how many fans would travel, but at least 10,000.
The ground has got to have enough people, enough capacity for everyone that's bought a season ticket.
Exactly.
And away fans.
Yeah, so we're talking 15,000, 16,000 at that point.
Quite easily.
It's a mess. Get your thoughts down below, comment. Thanks for joining me and giving me your thoughts, Harry. And yeah, we're trying to look positively. It's not easy at the moment, especially after that defeat to Millwall, but we move. Let's hope the game against Huddersfield does go ahead in some sort of capacity, but we just don't know. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.